guys, so I'm here today to do a favourites video. I am just trying to randomly spread these out amongst my other videos. I'm still not really in the habit of doing monthly favourites because some of this stuff is from February, but maybe this is the beginning, since it is sort of the beginning of April. So these are some of the things that I have absolutely adored throughout the months of February and March that have brought me joy and that I want to share with you because they might bring you a little bit of joy as well. So without further ado, let's get into the favourites. I always like to start with a bit of entertainment, and my first favourite though is a little bit different because it is a West End musical. So I said at the beginning of 2018 that one of my goals, or things I wanted to do in 2018, was to see a West End musical in London, as I'd never done that before, and I managed to go with my mum when she was visiting me in London for the first time to see Kinky Boots at the Adelphi Theatre. So basically my recommendation is that if you are in London at any point, or you live in London and are looking for a musical to go to, Kinky Boots is amazing. I adored it. So this musical is actually based on a film that came out in the early 2000s, and it's one of my favourite films. My mum and I went to see it in the cinema, so it was nice to go out and see the musical version with her. So even if you can't go to see the musical, I would highly recommend you watch the film if that's easier for you. Both the film and the musical are based on the true story of a shoe factory in Northampton that is about to go under because there's no longer the demand for these well-made shoes as there used to be, and the son of the original owner has now had to take over because his dad has passed away and is about to have to make loads of redundancies unless he can come up with a plan. And a plan he comes up with the help of Lola, a drag queen, and they decide together to make shoes that have the sturdiness to hold the weight of a man but are feminine and sexy as well. And this is what happens, and that's what the musical is all about. Unlike the film, there is the inclusion of course, songs, which was such a nice addition. I think it worked really well with the story, and the songs were really brilliant. I'll definitely be listening to them now that I've heard them in the original show, because I wasn't really familiar with them before, and I just adored this play. I thought it was so well done. I thought all of the actors in it were fantastic, and it was just the perfect experience, exactly what I wanted from a West End musical. But I do have to mention a book, of course, and the book I have really just enjoyed the absolute most over the past month and a half was Cersei by Madeline Miller. I was so blown away with this. I was nervous going into it because Madeline Miller's other book, The Song of Achilles, had such high praise. It was a lot to live up to. This is her first myth retelling since that book, and I hadn't actually read the other one, so I was kind of apprehensive, but it did not let me down. In fact, it exceeded my expectations. It is, like I mentioned, another myth retelling. This one retells the myth of the Greek goddess or sorceress or titan, Cersei. You know, she could identify as quite a few different things, and it's her story from the beginning of her life, throughout all of the ups and downs, the encounters with other characters of Greek mythology she comes to, the relationships with her family, with lovers, with other people she meets, with the other gods. And it's so wonderful to see this fully constructed version of her life in one place, and I think Madeline Miller did a wonderful job of creating a really complex, well-rounded character for Cersei, and I felt really attached to her and her story and just adored reading about it. This is a proof copy, so it wasn't out when I read it, but it either comes out in April or May, so soon, finally. And lastly, for entertainment, I want to mention a film. I went to see this film in the cinema with my wonderful friend Jen, and I'm so glad that we did, and that is A Fantastic Woman starring Daniela Vega. This film is set in Chile and it's in Spanish, so it is subtitled if you don't know Spanish, like I don't know Spanish, and it's about a trans woman whose partner dies at the beginning of the film, and it's about her both grieving his loss but also having to deal with his family, who are incredibly prejudiced towards her and trying to ostracize her from their grief and kind of undermine the relationship she had with this man, despite the fact that they were in love and lived together. And it's such a moving story, but it's not one of those films where you come away at the end just feeling absolutely empty and miserable. It's just wonderfully done. It really tugs at all of your heartstrings in all the right ways, and it's just beautifully filmed, really aesthetically pleasing, loved it. I'm not a film reviewer. I find it difficult to really sum films up and pick out all of the really wonderful elements of them, but I just know that I had a wonderful viewing experience, and Daniela Vega was phenomenal in it. I think the film itself won Best Foreign Film, but I feel like she deserved Best Actress as well. But moving on to a few different things, the next thing I want to mention is this. What is this little black thing you say? This is a speaker! So I don't have any speakers, and I haven't had any speakers for many years, and it just came to the point where I felt like I needed some speakers because I've been listening to a lot of music recently, and phones are not loud enough, so I thought I'm going to invest in something, but nothing too expensive. I don't have a lot of spare cash to throw away, and I found this one. This is the Anker Soundcore Mini, and it was less than £20, so perfect, but has such fantastic volume. It'll fill a room to the point where you can't hear yourself talking over it, and you'll be able to hear it outside the room a little bit. So it's certainly got some power on it for such a small speaker and for such a good price point. It is a Bluetooth speaker, so I can just use my phone. I can take my phone into another room and it'll keep playing on this, and it's just brilliant. Really pleased with it, and I thought I'd mention it if you like me were looking for an affordable speaker. Would highly recommend also George Ezra's new album. I'm not, again, a music buff by any means, but I adore George Ezra, and I was really pleased when his new album came out on my birthday. So definitely give that a listen. But next up, and most importantly, my new favourite is Vision. I don't know if you can see them properly because it's the thing about putting glasses on camera, they're very reflective, but I got a new pair of glasses, which I just love. They are exactly what I've been wanting for ages. They are from the brand Ollie Quinn, which are an opticians, and that have quite a few dotted around in London. I'm not sure if they have any based outside of London, but my friend Sana recommended them to me, and I was so pleased. So basically all of the glasses in their shop cost exactly the same amount, including the lens, and you just pick which pair you want, which is quite nice, taking away that kind of pressure of picking the different price points. And it had been 3 years since I got my last pair of glasses, and I was starting to notice a little bit of difficulty in them, and that I maybe needed a new prescription, so I went and got my eyes tested and got my new pair of glasses, and I'm so pleased with them because I really wanted glasses that didn't have a thick frame underneath. I wanted ones like this where they sort of either had very little frame at all or just frame at the top, because I've just found a lot of the time, because I've got quite round cheeks, the thick frames sit on my round cheeks, which these don't. They kind of just miss my cheeks like that. And purely out of vanity, it wipes off my makeup, and I find that really annoying when you've got these big red rims of foundationless skin underneath your eyes, and those don't do that. I also really like the shape. I think they're very flattering and just less harsh, having like a big rim around your eyes like my old ones. I loved my old glasses at the time, but now when I try them on I'm just like, oh, I don't like them. So funny how your taste changes. But yeah, I was so pleased with these. I think the model might be Pacey. It says Pacey on the inside anyway, but I'll look up on their website so I can link them for you. But it was my birthday in March. On the 23rd I turned 26. Don't I look youthful and glowing for a 26-year-old? And I got loads of really lovely, thoughtful gifts from friends and family. But I did want to mention one of them. I can't mention everything I was gifted, and this is by no means saying that this gift is better than everybody else's, but I just think it's so fabulous that I needed to tell you all about it in case you were interested in it, because when I discovered this existed I was completely blown away, and that is Unicorn Tears Gin. And if you can see, it is glittery. Yes, glittery gin. My friend Jess bought this for me, and it was incredibly generous of her and so thoughtful. Even says on the back, men 3 to 4 units a day, women 2 to 3 units a day, centaurs 1 to 2 units a day. This is from a brand called Firebox, which just have this website where they sell all of these really fun gifts, including alcoholic gifts, so I'll link that down below if you're interested in checking out. Gin is my favourite spirit, and this is actually really nice. It's not just novelty, it does taste really nice as well, and it makes your drink glittery, so you'll have a glittery cocktail. Yes. Something else on the food drink spectrum is some food colourings, and this goes along with a general favourite, and that's that on my birthday I made rainbow cupcakes with a couple of my friends. It was just something I wanted to do for ages, and I thought, oh, it's my birthday, what better time to have rainbow cupcakes. And what that means is that basically the cupcakes were sort of tie-dye splodges of colour. When you opened them up they were colourful inside as well, and we made like colourful icing to go on top of them. But because of that I needed some food colourings, and my mum bought me some kind of fancier food colourings from Lakeland and Plastics, which were actually on sale when we went in, which was amazing. And it comes in a pack of 8 colours, and these are so potent. You need the tiniest dab of one of these and it will go so far and give you such a strong, rich colour. The brand is Wilton Icing Colours. I just loved making these fairy cakes, and obviously I don't have any anymore, but I do have pictures, so I'll try and insert some so you can see what they looked like. It's something I would highly recommend giving a shot. It's really easy. You basically just make your fairy cake mix, your Victoria sponge mix, divide it into 6 as we did because we had 6 colours, add a little bit of food colouring to each, and then in your fairy cake, like cupcake paper holders, you put like little dollops of each colour into each case and then swirl it around with a toothpick, and then they come out and it is magnificent. I was so impressed. And since I'm just rambling on about my birthday, I'd also show you the dress I bought for my birthday, which was in my rainbow colourful childish theme, and I absolutely adore, and it's this dress from Topshop. So the dress is actually just the black bit. I've just got a wee t-shirt on underneath it, which is also from Topshop, that I bought on the same day. Her and Misha and I went shopping because I wanted something new to wear for my birthday. And we were out for hours, I couldn't find anything I liked. Topshop was the last shop we went into, and I finally found something. And I love this because I'll just get a lot of wear out of this sort of thing. And it's a little spotty shift dress, and this is a little lilac-y pink, slightly cropped 3/4 length sleeve t-shirt, and I love it. Just the dress, look at that. It's so cute. Love it so much. I know some of you appreciate the sort of fashion chat, so I thought I'd mention a little bit of a fashion favourite there. But all in all, I just received so much love from my friends and family in March for my birthday, and it was, despite all of this like frivolity that I'm going on about, really, really difficult having my first birthday without my dad. And yeah, all of my friend and family sort of messages and cards were really, really thoughtful, and it was wonderful to have them all around me on my birthday because I think it really helped and it made it a little bit easier to kind of be going through all of that. And a couple of my friends visited me from Edinburgh, and yeah, friends are always a favourite for me. I don't know what I'd do without them, so shout out to all of my wonderful friends. I think that's everything I wanted to mention in this video. I hope you have enjoyed it and perhaps discovered a few little things that have caught your interest and that you might check out after this video. I'd love to know what you've been enjoying in the month of March. What has brought you joy? That's what I want to know about. Share it with me, whether it was a book, a film, or just a moment with somebody else where they made you smile. Let me know. But until next time guys, happy reading, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye!